Hello there, welcome to Vujodeia. It is our Nationstates group for the Discord server. If you're not part of the Discord server, join in down below. It should be in the description. And if you want to play Nationstates with us, come on over. We have our own little area here of all these players, all of our fine nations, each with their own custom flag and set of laws and such, and names and what have you. And it's great. It is great banter. We have all these different stats over here you can see, and we compare them between the nations. If you want to look at arms manufacturing, you can see my nation here leading the way by quite some amount. We got all those military factories going. Stuff like pizza, we also lead the way, and you got mining here. Me and Vujodeia at Hambeck are digging trenches at the border, ready to start World War One with each other. There's all kind of crazy things. You got bloody nudity. These guys obviously like their clothes. Compare the bloody weather. It's just all kinds of things in this game. One of my favourite though is weaponization. Weapons per person. 9.94 guns per average citizen in the United Kingdom of Cape Breton. That's fucking funny. No one else has this amount of guns. We're gun crazy over there. There's all kinds of things. Authoritarianism, we're quite low on that. Stuff like crime rates. Oh shit, I don't want to be up there. Death rates. It's quite a fun game. And the way you play it is you have your nation. Let's go to my nation page here. A lovely cold artwork, basing it off of Cape Breton, which is an island in Canada. The United Kingdom of Cape Breton, and yeah, you get your little thing here. Let me have a little readout. The United Kingdom of Cape Breton is a tiny cultured nation, renowned for its public floggings, frequent executions, and compulsory military service. The hard-nosed, hard-working, cynical, devout population of 14 million Bretonians are rabid consumers, partly through choice and partly because the government tells them to, and dissenters tend to vanish from their homes at night. So as you can tell, we are a very free nation. The relatively small pro-business government prioritises defence, although spirituality and law and order are also considered important, while international aid and social policy aren't funded at all. Citizens pay a flat income tax of 12.6%, which is quite high for what I would want. Usually we had our tax a lot lower, around 7%, but I've been passing some military laws recently. The very strong Cape Bretonian economy, worth 884 billion shekels a year, is fairly diversified and led by the arms manufacturing industry, with major contributions from uranium mining, furniture restoration, and gambling. Average income is 63,000 shekels, but there is a significant disparity between incomes, with the richest 10% of citizens earning 220,000 per year, while the poor average 13,000, for a ratio of 16.8 to 1. So our rich are very rich and our poor are very poor. Anyway, the military perceives nations hit by natural disasters as easy pickings. Nervous homeowners have been blamed for rising death rates among carol singers and locksmiths. Rap artists are regularly arrested for promoting extremist groups, and disputed territories across Vujodeia are being claimed by Cape Bretonian college students. Crime, especially youth-related, is relatively low thanks to a capable police force. Cape Breton's national animal is the illegal border crossers, which teeter on the brink of extinction due to widespread deforestation. There you go, what a lovely nation. Let's just have a look at the policies here. Divorce is illegal. Citizens may be executed for crimes. Criminals may be ordered to undergo physical punishment, which is somewhat execution. Conscription, a period of military service, is compulsory for all citizens. The nation enforces a national curfew. Women receive paid leave from employment for childbirth. And cannabis may be legally purchased. The people here, this is what we die from. So we have a 13.2% death from capital punishment. And a 4.1% murder rate. So that's quite terrible. Cancer is our leading cause of death at 26%. But be careful of breaking the law here, is what I will say. Government spending is 44.4% on defence. because you got to have a well-funded military. 2% on welfare, which is purely for the breeding programs. Spirituality is held in high regard, public transport is not. Law and order, industry, healthcare, we don't spend much on anything but defence, really. Our economy is private industry, mostly. A little bit of black market, but when everything's legal, how are you going to beat that? And then we have the rankings for the world ranking for our region, the region being the players. So let's have a look at the things I'm rank 1 for out of the players. There's just so many, and it's all the important things like obesity and gambling. And then there's the things I'm last place in, like public education, pacifism, income equality, foreign aid, niceness, and taxation, because we tax the least, which is a good thing. Government size is lowest, which is a good thing. So the things we are last in are positives. So you can't really complain at that. But anyway, the way you play this game is every so often you get issues. So you have a look at the issues. A religious talk show host raised a furor when his call to ban contraception. With his call to ban contraception. Women's rights groups have come to you demanding a response. Now you have 3 different ways. You can say, I'm appalled these religious wackos have the gall to even think about banning birth control. So if I support that, I will be siding with the women trying to do that. These men are trying to control our bodies, treat us like we're their own personal baby dispensers. Which, when you're trying to grow an economy and a population, they are. So we're just going to ignore that. You aren't going to listen to these pagans, scoffs the Archbishop Thomas Backer. Conceiving a child is one of the most enjoyable moments one could ever have in their lives. To deprive yourself of this blessing of God is an abomination. I like this guy. Contraception must be outlawed. It encourages casual sex and destroys the true meaning of the act. Yes, this guy knows what he's talking about. If people are not willing to bear the consequences of their actions, they should not act at all. Yes, 100% reasonable, Archbishop. Probably gonna keep an eye on this guy. He's one to look towards when you need a bit of knowledge. And then there's this Basil Glover here. Both sides have rocks in their brains, says proud asexual. Oh fuck, no, we gotta ignore this guy. Why don't we just ban sex altogether? Oh no, fuck this guy. We're just gonna go straight in with this guy. Look at him. The policy may have to work harder to catch those who overlook this measure. Force people to use artificial insemination. This is a madman. Fuck, now we're going with the Archbishop. So now, churches frequently hold public contraception burnings, which is perfectly reasonable. You get a few news stories, and now contraception is illegal. And this affects my nation. As you see, economy is up, taxation is up, average income is up, obesity is up, religiousness is obviously up. But stuff like human rights, or human development I should say, is down. The weather is somehow down due to this. Lifespan is down. Secularism. Intelligence. You might call this bias, but who cares? You can get it more in depth if you really want to have a look. Oh! Beverage sales. Alcohol, I assume, has gone up. The death rate has gone up. Probably death by birth. Public healthcare has gone down. Ooh, who would have thought? Let's see the other issue we have here. Last week, a humanoid robot announced his intentions to serve in the nation's first android federal judge. This should not be allowed. Concerned citizens have come to you as the implications and legality of this potential appointment. Surely we cannot allow this, right? Asked Chief Justice Milhouse Cochin, while curling the end of his beard around his fingers. Letting them vote would be one thing, but robot judges? What if it malfunctions or someone tampers with it? We need to put an end to this right now. If we manufactured it, it shouldn't be allowed to serve. Of course. It's a what? Yells Kitty Khan, your Minister of Zero Tolerance. Oh, I have a Minister of Zero Tolerance. Very good. This robot had to be made by someone, right? You don't see how that could go horribly wrong. Of course this woman is speaking so much sense. Assuming somebody called Kitty is a human. It's clearly a power grab by someone with deep connections at the friendly robot company. We need to conduct a full investigation of the entire industry and this robot. Who made him? Who paid for him? What he's capable of? Yes, I like that idea there. If I may disagree, politically asks Croft Holmes, the robot nominee. Fuck no, he's biased, ignore him. And then there's an I warned you, scolded by noted technophobe Reginald Rios. But no one would listen. You became dependent on these soulless machines, integrated them into every facet of your lives, and look, now they dare to judge you. We've got to get rid Cape Breton of these toasters once and for all. Ban artificial intelligence and bring some sanity back to our country. Yes, I'm going with this guy. Ban artificial intelligence. Human number one. Now, any machine that shows any glimmer of intelligence is scrapped for parts. Good. Very good. And you see this raises our taxation by 7.2%. Fuck. Industry mining has gone up, employment has gone up, but economic output has gone down. But I think that is more than worth it. Weaponization has gone down. Obesity has gone down. So, intelligence has gone down by a quarter. But fuck that. We don't need any of this. The industry for information technology has gone down 73%. That is a lot. But who cares? Employment is up. So, very good. Very good. And now that will affect stuff like our government. See, defence spending has gone down a bit. Welfare and all these other things, they've probably fluctuated a bit, I'm not entirely sure. Stuff like the economy has gone down a bit. The people don't die of other things and whatever. So yeah, go ahead and check out this game. You can find a link at nationstates.net and then join the Discord. Because the Discord, we do have a room for it, and people do talk on it. We have a lot of role-playing and people showing what they're getting up to, and as you see, attempted suicide is now punished by public hanging, and we just have a great bit of fun. So come on over, check it out, and join the fun. I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.